So this weekend was AVGC in New Jersey. This is one of my favorite conventions, mainly because it's so close to home. So I get to see a lot of friends that I don't get to hang out with a lot, and even get to bring some of my friends to a convention with me because they don't really want to go to the middle of Pennsylvania to a convention and stuff. So, I ran into a fellow YouTuber and artist, Adam the Square Painter, and the awesome Tiny Ninja, and, they were awarded Best Art in Show by me. So, of course, I had to buy, a painting from Adam, so I got little Nemo swimming in the great giant sea at night, one of my favorites. My buddy Rob from Quick Paw was there hanging out, and he's a really cool dude, too. I met him at these conventions for the first time, and we just kind of clicked, he's silly and I'm silly, and we get along really well. And then somebody else that I met through my buddy Mike Tendo, Ronnie, or what I've been calling him for a while is Rainy because of the spelling of his name. It's a little confusing, I guess. It was good to see you, man. Your weight transformation it's inspiring, dude. Just keep grinding away, bro. Seriously, you're doing a good job. All that being said, the con itself was a blast. I drove down with my best bud from high school, Dan. We shopped around for the first hour to feel out prices and see what things were like. Unlike most, I don't like to dive into buying. For example, the only game that I really wanted at the time was Silent Hill 3. So, the first time I saw it, it was at the price of $70. And then, we walk around for a little bit, like I said, I saw it for $60. And then, we're shopping another table, and I see it for $50. And we're sitting there talking to the dude for a second. Dan bought something. And, the guy's like, I'll give it to you for $45. And I'm like, all right, I just got here. Give me a little bit, I'll mull it around in my head, and, we'll see what's up. So, yeah, at the time, I didn't know that Dan had other plans. So, he actually wound up buying the game out from underneath me. But then, he also turned around in that same instant and wound up just hooking me up with it for my birthday because he hadn't got me anything. My birthday was the weekend before that, so that was freaking cool as hell. And mission accomplished. I got the only game I wanted pretty much already, so that was easy and out of the way. Case in point though, don't just pick up the first thing you see. Shop around a little bit, feel out prices, feel out tables, and see what's going on at the convention before you jump in and start buying stuff. And thanks a lot for the awesome birthday present, Dan. Seriously, man, I know that was quite a bit out of your funds that you brought with you, so I really appreciate that. At this point, we've done our rounds, we've discussed pricing, and we sort of, break off in our own directions and just scour the convention. And for the first time, there was a ton of PC games. And not just for, one operating system, and not just one seller either. There were 2 different sellers there with PC games. Truly a thing of beauty. As I continue to fight back the urge to buy all the cool shit I see, a few things managed to break down my will. I purchased that cool NECA Friday the 13th NES themed Jason, and something else I've been after. The box for TMNT on the NES. I talked with the seller a bit, and he pulled out the game and manual to part with its cardboard for $10. Yay! We took a little stroll through the arcade to see what was on offer, and there was quite a bit. It was at this point I checked my wallet. Light on money, we run to the closest ATM in a Walgreens right across the street. Did I mention that we're waiting for 2 other friends because we're going to see It Chapter 2 later that night? When they show up, we decide to order a pizza to the front of the convention hall, and proceed to nosh out right there. Savages. Newly acquired money in hand, I look through all the things in search of something to throw my money at. Once you break the seal, it's over. Bin after bin, table after table, row after row. I look and look and look, running across dope action figures and all sorts of stuff that I haven't seen, and, things I've seen tons of. Different prices. A lot of tempting shit there, I'm not gonna lie. Alright, break time. Let's watch Dan and I play AVP from my crotch angle for a few seconds. Enjoy. So, all day I was eyeing up a copy of Rampage 2 for the N64 because I've really, been on a Rampage kick. And, I kind of avoided it for a little while, like I said, checking prices. And I'm glad I did, because I wound up seeing something else that was even better. It was a copy of Rampage Total Destruction for the GameCube. And on the back it says that it has all the previous games included. For $10. Easy buy right there. Mwah! More amiibo and box consoles that I really had to dodge buying because, yeah, those aren't things that I need sitting around. Sensibly, I have to battle myself at these shows and kind of pick apart my purchases. So the sensible thing would be to buy nothing else, right? Nope, 5 more games. I've been after a copy of Gargoyles for really cheap on the Genesis, and this one was in the right price range. I also grabbed Bloody Roar Primal Fury on the GameCube, which is funny because I gave my original copy to Dan back in the day. And yet, here I am buying it again. So the show is winding down, and I noticed that my import buddy Carlson was there, so I go over. Super chill dude, and really enjoyable to talk with. So I'm browsing his ware and finger flipping through his Famicom games to see what deals I could finagle, and I wind up pulling out Paw Man 1 and Paw Man 2 Electric Boogaloo. But my buddy Dan picks up a loose copy of Poppin' Twinbee, and I had noticed that, he had a complete copy for a few bucks more, and I needed the box. So I wound up picking that up, bundled it together, and I took the box and, Dan paid me for the cart, and it was a score for both of us at that point. So it's getting late, and, we decide to head over to the movie because, we don't have too much time to kill, but we do arrive with just enough time to walk over to the local Target to spend a little bit more money. So I wind up getting the collector's edition of Season 2 for Stranger Things to go with the Season 1 that I had gotten earlier in the week, and then, we walk over to the movie, get our concession, we go sit down, and we watch the movie, and it wasn't bad. I'm not going to talk about it. That's not the point of this. But anyway, all in all, I really enjoyed myself at the convention. It was a ton of fun to hang out with everybody. It was really cool to, I love browsing games and going through stuff and talking to, other YouTubers. It's sort of reinvigorating for me to have, small conversations with other people that are in the same space as me. I don't know. Whatever. Anyway, I really enjoyed myself there. If you guys get the chance, go check out AVGC next year. I'll more than likely be there because it'll still just be an hour away. Anyway, guys, I'm Rewind Mike, and you tape it easy.
The usual, sir.
Is that a real question? Do it.